Mr. Jagland, the situation with human rights in Crimea, illegally annexed by Russian Federation, is horrible. Putin's regime tries to turn Crimea into the land of impunity and fear. And what I want to ask you, the last decision, the recent decision of Hague Court of United Nations also confirms it. And I want to ask you, what concrete steps are you going to take to ensure the access of human rights monitoring mechanisms of the Council of Europe to Crimea? Thank you.
When it comes to Crimea, thank you for this question, so that I can once again make it clear that this is at the top of my agenda, to look after the rights living on Crimea as well as in the entire territory of the Council of Europe. We cannot have a grey zone, and that's why I sent a mission, a human rights mission, to Crimea to make the first observation and to try to pave the way for other monitoring mechanisms to Crimea. And I have got to tell you, I've got alarming reports about the situation in prisons in Crimea. That's why I think that we should now insist on sending the CPT to Crimea, and that the CPT should go to Crimea in the way it is possible, because we have one thing on our mind, namely to care about the people on Crimea, and in this case, very vulnerable people staying in the prisons. This could be a first action by ours, and I think that nobody could deny us the right to do exactly this. So I will pursue the policy I've started a long time ago, actually, to do everything I can to get our monitoring bodies to look into the situation in Crimea. And I have the same policy with regard to other so-called grey zones. We have to look after the rights of the people and cannot be involved in any kind of political things that can impede our access there. But, of course, it has to be done on the basis of the principles of the Council of Europe. In this regard, with regard to Crimea, it's clear what the position is on the status issue. But we are also dealing with people, and people will live on Crimea regardless of future status.